Hey, we're here with the Stallions, and we're going to discuss how their progress has been going on with the league. Coach Ennie will jump straight into it. You've had a great start to the campaign so far. 3 wins out of 3, and you're tied for the lead on goal difference. What's changed? How have you been able to improve the team for this season?
Well, we actually brought in a lot of new players in the squad. And I guess during the last interview, I kind of mentioned that. We also changed our system of play. Last year we had a problem in the second round when people kind of, parked the bus, so to speak.
Yeah.
So now we changed how we execute most of our plays, and it's worked. It's still a work in progress. We still get frustrated in practice, but it's getting there. I think we're about a few weeks away from, completely understanding the system. But adding the players that we have, I think all the players right now with us weren't part of the Stallions in last year's league. So now we have basically my whole bench gone.
Yeah.
And I think I have about 14 new players in the squad. So out of the 14, we have now about 6 new starters
Okay.
on the team.
We'll come into the new look of the Stallion teams shortly, but how pleased are you with the way that you're playing, with obviously the results and the start to the season?
Well, yeah, I'm very pleased. I mean, after winning the cup, we took a long break. That kind of showed when we played the Smart Club Championships and we lost to Sarah's. But after that, I think we kind of that was a good knock in the head, so to speak. And then from there we kind of got together again. All of them were in the Ilo camp, and then we just kind of worked hard, trained hard from that point on, and we decided to implement the new system. Like I said, and it's worked out so far.
Yeah. And Jeremy, Jesse, you guys are really new to the squad. How are you finding working with Stallions now?
Good. It's a new formation, but I like it so far. Everybody's welcomed us, took us right in. Bunch of good guys.
Yeah, it's easy to play the new formation. It's very attacking but very defensive at the same time. And as long as we're winning, I guess it's working.
And how confident are you? Let's go, Jason. You guys are looking at Loyola and Global are matching you on points at the moment, and in the way you're playing, you three are very, very strong. You're looking very good, all 3 clubs. How confident are you of not only staying at the top with the 2 clubs there, but of winning the league even, looking that far ahead?
Well, I'm really confident because that's what I want, obviously, I mean, like Coach Ernie said, we have a lot of new players also, we have a new system. Well, we just adjusted the system now, we're playing a 3-6-1. And even for me, it's sometimes frustrating because it's a new system. I never played it before, so we're still getting used to it. But like the results are there, and the results are there, and we don't even know the system that well yet. So that means if we know it, it's going to be better.
Yeah.
So, but I'm really confident. I mean, if you see, with these new boys, with Jeremy and Jesse, the good adds to the team, I'm really confident that we can go all the way. Yeah.
Maybe you can walk us through the formation a little bit, Coach, for those who are newer to football or haven't heard of. It's quite an unusual formation, 3-6-1. Not many teams will play that. Could you walk us through how the formation works, how fluid it is, and the general work of the
Without divulging it.
Without giving away all your tactics to everyone.
Basically,
But just scouting for the teams. Could you just let us know how to beat your formation?
You basically have 3 backs, which in my case it was more of 3 center backs than anything else. 3 backs that we have can actually alternate, center backs, and then you actually have almost 2 holding mids, and then 4 attacking mids with the 2 wingers, and then 1 striker on top. But the key here is to interchange the position for my midfielders. For them being able to vary the positions that they play and approach to the game. And then it's funny because when we played PSG, we only had 3 in the back, and the left and right were also attacking. So that's how nice it was when you see it start to work and things start to click. Then it becomes like, Jesse was saying, it's a very offensive system, but in the same time, it's very defensive also.
And so, how confident are you as the team gets into the system and starts to learn the formation even more, of going that one step further, of getting to the top of the league?
Well, it's this was more. We were forced to adapt the system because of the type of players that we have. Last year we played more of a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-1-4-1, depending on the situation. But in this case, since I had a lot of midfielders, and then I had 3 basically center backs on the team, we decided that this is something that we would experiment on. And funny thing is, my center back, the one who really plays center, is actually a libero.
Okay.
So it's unique in that sense. But you have to have 3. The key there is to have the 3 center backs work in harmony. Once that happens, then we become a very possession-oriented, and we do a lot of build-up from the back. And once we get our possession game going and our short passing going, then I feel we can, hold our own, and we can go up against the other teams also.
And on a neutral level, how do you think someone could beat your team?
Anybody can beat our team any given day, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Global, to me, is still, league favorite.
Okay.
So, they won last week. We had some problems with Army, which we always do. That was the team that always gave me a hard time. And PSG. Those are the 2 teams. We wanted to make sure that we did not just win, but we did not actually lose players.
Yeah.
And we survived, especially with Army. We survived, so I'm happy.
And Jason, you're very familiar with the teams in the UFL now.
Yeah.
For you, you're up against Kaya next. It's going to be the biggest challenge so far of the season. How do you think you're going to be facing up against the league runners-up last year?
Well, first of all, I think we always go out from our own strength. So we're just gonna play our game against them. Kaya has never really been like a scary team for me, though, to be honest, because I see them just like any other team. I rather play them than, for example, an Army, because that's they hit me hard and stuff. So
less injuries.
And more brain. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, a couple of my friends are on the team also against guys, so that's gonna be interesting. But no, like I said, we just go out from our own strength, because we prepare well for this game, and I'm confident that we're gonna just keep on going. Yeah.
Well, you can find out more about Stallions if we'll update you on how the season goes. You can obviously see that they've started the season very, very well. And this time they look like they'll be able to really do well, keep up this form. They've got the players in to do that. So we'll see how far they can get this time round. Just follow us at FTW Sports to find out more about them.